Sina hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Rigathi Gachagua today exploded.
Nairobi ni a united opposition 100%. So you newspapers don't twist. Ati Rigiji anataka Wakikuyu wachukue Nairobi. Don't. Just be professional and be fair people. And you must know that also you have a responsibility to be truthful. Don't twist narratives. You know? Miambie ODM nyinyi, mimi tumejipanga vizuri. UDA 60% ya UDA tumechukua kama DCP, si ndio? Sasa nataka tunyemelee area za ODM. Si ndio? Si Narok tumechukua? Si tumechukua Kakamega? Tumechukua Nairobi? Tuendelee tusiendelee? Sasa hii Nyanza ndio iko kibarua kidogo. Lakini all these other ODM zones vile wameenda kwa Kasongo, you know ODM without Abagusi, without Mlembe Nation, they are dead.
And Rigathi said so many things at the same time.
Sasa tumesikia William Ruto amesema akinunua ODM hataki Sifuna, atamfukuza. Edwin Sifuna, I want to tell you my brother, you are a good leader. Ukifukuzwa na William Ruto, you are welcome to DCP. Sifuna akuje asikuje? Sifuna is a great senator in Nairobi. And I have no problem with the DCP supporting Sifuna to be the senator of Nairobi. We have no problem. Si ndio? William Ruto amesema hata huyu Babu Owino akinunua ODM akwe. Babu Owino ukifukuza na William Ruto, this is your home. Kuja nyumbani. Si ndio? And DCP is a party for Kenyans, patriots. Great leaders like Sifuna has space hapa. And if you feel uncomfortable in DCP, Babu and Sifuna, come to Wiper, our partner, no problem.
But there is this part where he accused Junet Mohamed and Gladys Wanga of selling ODM party. Immediately, Raila Odinga died.
William Ruto amenunua ODM, imeuzwa na Junet na Wanga. Tayari wamechukua deposit. Sasa siku Raila alikufa, the day Raila died, Junet used to be with Raila throughout. He never went to collect his body. Alifika airport akajifanya ni mgonjwa, akawachwa akiuza ODM. Hao mabroka wameuza ODM. Sasa ODM people, Narok seat was yours, imeenda na DCP. Kiza East was your seat, imeenda na DCP. Hii Purko ward ilikuwa yenu, imeenda na UDA. Kiza East mlikuwa namba 9. Si ndio? Hii Kariobangi mlikuwa namba 3. Namba 4. Hii ODM imekui. William Ruto has destroyed ODM and we are very saddened. We are very saddened. And mimi aliniambia nikiwa deputy yake, hii ODM hii nitaimaliza. And it is true. I want to tell what ya ODM. Mukikubali ODM iuziwe Ruto na Junet na Wanga, mutakuwa a minority party. You only get a few seats in Luo Nyanza. Sasa Masaini tumefukuza nyinyi huko. Kajiado mumepoteza. Narok muenda. Kakamega hamuna kitu.
And the biggest question is, did the two sell ODM party to William Samoei Arap Ruto? For us to answer that question, we first of all need to ask ourselves why Rigathi Gachagua is making the wild allegations. Number one, I think Rigathi Gachagua is accusing the two because of the appointment of Oburu Odinga as the party leader after Raila Odinga passed on. Raila Odinga passed on and he left a will. In that will, he indicated that if he dies, he should be buried within 72 hours. That is 3 days. And remember, Raila Odinga passed on in India. ODM party within that short period was able to appoint was able to appoint Oburu Odinga as the acting ODM party leader. He has so far been confirmed as the party leader. The truth is, Oburu Odinga is one of those proponents of broad-based government. These two gentlemen are also proponents of broad-based government. And because of that, they are being accused. Number two, why Rigathi is accusing them is because these two gentlemen are known hardliners in ODM party. For Junet Mohamed, whenever Raila said yes, he would go to yes. Whenever Raila said no, he would go to no. If Raila said jump, Junet would jump. And when Raila Odinga said broad-based government, Junet Mohamed entered into that broad-based government than any other person. And they became hardliners in Raila Odinga's camp. But is Rigathi Gachagua right to accuse the two of selling ODM party?
I know what it means to lose an election. Sisi ndio tulipitia hiyo safari. Ni uchungu sana. It's very painful to lose an election. Lakini shida ambayo wenzetu wako naye, pale ambayo tumewachia wengine nyuma, wanaongozwa na mtu ambaye tumevuta yeye kazi. Wewe unaweza andika mtu amevutwa kazi ya kuongoze?
To date, Rigathi Gachagua is yet to mourn Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga, who braved political tensions to go and mourn his brother, the late Rigathi Gachagua. And therefore, we note now that anyone who associates with Gachagua and his ilk, like Kahiga, cannot be our friend.
That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, my first take on this, and I think I'm right, Junet Mohamed and Gladys Wanga do not have the capacity to sell ODM party. That is the fact. If there's one person who would have sold ODM party to Ruto, that person would have been Ababu Namwamba, who was the SG, and the former executive director of the party, Margaret Langat. But they failed. Junet and Wanga, I'm repeating, do not have capacity to sell ODM party to Ruto. As a matter of fact, if ODM supporters were to wake up on their right side and start hitting Junet and Gladys, they cannot sustain it. The truth is, ODM party has structures. And Raila Odinga left ODM party as the only party with existing structures. Raila Odinga was ODM and ODM was Raila. But Raila Odinga himself could not just make certain decisions. He had to convene some of these party structures. I doubt even Sifuna, who is the Secretary General of the party, who has the certificate and the custodian of most document of the party, cannot afford to sell ODM party because he does not have that capacity. There's a group outside here called Men in Black. They can run you out of town if you joke with ODM party. So on that account, I strongly believe that the two did not sell. Maybe because I've not seen anything which has changed between Gladys and Junet. The two were pro-broad-based government and they are still pro-broad-based government. Number two, I think Rigathi is trying to incite ODM members against these two. Because clearly, two camps have emerged in ODM party. Even before Raila Odinga passed on, there were two camps. There were those who were for pro-broad-based government. There were those who were for broad-based government. And there are those who are anti-broad-based government. Even if Raila Odinga was alive today, he would wake up and tell you that as far as he's concerned, there is Gladys Wanga, Junet Mohamed, Oburu Odinga, several of these guys supporting Ruto and broad-based government. And these are the same people who are saying that ODM will support William Ruto up to beyond 2027. And then there is also another camp within ODM party, which are totally anti-broad-based government. But there's nothing they could do because ODM is actually ruled using structures. This is where Sifuna is. This is where Otinda Molo is. This is where James Orengo is. By claiming that these two sold ODM party, Rigathi Gachagua intends to incite the supporters of ODM party who are anti-broad-based government. I don't know whether he achieved that objective. But one thing I know for sure, that in general, sometimes Rigathi Gachagua is right, but ODM supporters don't really value Rigathi Gachagua. This can actually backfire on him. So that's number 2. Number 3, there's one thing which was clear from the onset. These two gentlemen and lady, that is Gladys and Junet, are known sympathizers of William Ruto's re-election bid. And they hold serious positions within the party. For Junet, is just a director of election within the ODM party. But when Raila Odinga was alive, Junet Mohamed was the guy sitting next to him. I think in this broad-based government, just like in the handshake between Uhuru and Raila, it was only Junet Mohamed who was present. There are certain things which I strongly believe it's only Junet who knows about this broad-based government. And Rigathi Gachagua knows that. And that's why probably is trying to link these two to selling ODM party. But I doubt if ODM party can be sold. And lastly, you know, Rigathi Gachagua is a very good communicator, if you ask me. But his only undoing is that he talks too much. Currently, there is a war between Gladys Wanga and Raila Odinga in Nyanza. Currently, I think you must have seen those demonstrations outside there. Now, if Rigathi Gachagua is fighting Wanga, or wants Wanga to be fought, and Wanga is fighting with Raila Odinga, and Rigathi Gachagua is now coming to talk the way he's talking, what do you think happens? The people of Nyanza are like, now, okay, Kumbe Gladys is right. So the issue is, there's the fear in Rigathi Gachagua that these two can actually persuade the Luo nation to lean towards William Ruto's camp, which for me could be true or might not be true. But what I know, even in Luo Nyanza here, I talk a lot to so many people. Like today I was talking to one of the Bunga la Wananchi guys. I talk to a lot of people. They know what they want and what they don't want. They know whether to vote for Rigathi, whether to vote for Kalonzo, or whether to vote for William Ruto. The only person who would have that power is no longer there. That is Raila Odinga. Ladies and gentlemen,